Hi there. My name is Barry D. Naroff. I'm a New York State licensed psychotherapist and a professional spiritual intuitive. What I'm going to be talking about today, and I'm very excited to share this with you, is about the topic of relationships and how you know you're in one. And if you are in one, how to tell if it's working, if it's not. Over the years, I've dealt with many couples. Sometimes I help them to sort of figure out how they feel toward each other, whether they want to stay together, and have helped them to sort of resuscitate and go back to having a whole relationship. And sometimes I have to help them to amicably know that they're not meant to be together and to help them to separate. So, today, what I'm going to be talking about is basically relationships and how do you know if you're in one and how do you know if you're not. So, very briefly, there's two different concepts. This is widely known in spiritual literature, but strangely, almost totally unknown in psychology. There are two different subjects relating to affect: emotions and feelings. Emotions come from the heart. They are always legitimate. They are reactive to situations, to experiences. They last as long as they last, sometimes a few minutes, sometimes longer, and then eventually they disappear. A lot of people say, I like to follow my heart. Basically, you're following your emotions, and emotions are fleeting. I'll give you an example. You're in a down state. You're not very cheerful. Something happened, whatever. You go to a movie. It's a comedy. You laugh. You have a wonderful time. You really enjoy yourself. The pleasure, the happiness, the joy that you're experiencing watching the movie is your emotion. And then the movie's over, you leave the theater, the emotion fades away. Guess what? You're not feeling so great anymore. That's because the other aspect is feelings. Feelings are not always legitimate, unlike emotions being reactive always are. But feelings can last anywhere from days to decades. I'm sure you've either met or heard of people who say, I'm always so angry, or, oh, I'm so depressed. Or people who are sad and just can weep at the drop of a hat. These are feelings, and they frequently, except for feelings of joy and love, all the good stuff, but feelings need to many times be modified. If you're always angry, you're always sad, or you're always scared. A lot of people carry a lot of fear inside themselves. Well, these are feelings that are good to change. Now, feelings are generally in the gut. They're not in the heart. And these gut feelings need to, well, actually, let me just go back a minute. Not everyone really knows feelings. A lot of people don't really know how to connect with feelings. They can connect with what's going on in their heart because the emotions hit them right in the face. So, when you're crying, you know you're sad, usually. But feelings are subtle. Because they can be around for so long, a lot of people don't even know they have them. And you have to quiet yourself down and go within And then you say, okay, I'm having XYZ feeling, and I've had it for a long time. So, back to relationships. What happens is you have a couple. The first thing you want to know is you have to explore what type of love they have for each other. Is it heart-based, or is it meaning emotional, or is it feeling-based, in the gut? I had one couple, very interesting. Both of them, a lot of affect. He was centered totally in his heart. And whenever he felt toward her, his heart got warm, he got lots of emotion, and he connected with her through her heart. She, on the other hand, didn't have a particularly open heart feeling toward him. She came from a feeling place. And she just felt bonded to him. She felt connected. Now, let me go a little bit more into this. The guy, being heart-centered, was having tons and tons of emotion. He's a very emotional guy. But he didn't really have that sense of connection with her. He didn't feel bonded. She, on the other hand, feeling very connected and very bonded, didn't get particularly excited when he was around. Her heart didn't go thump, thump, thump. It just wasn't there. And as such, they were coming from two entirely different places. Now, a lot of couples get together because the affect is so strong. But if you're coming from two different places, this is the type of typical marriage or relationship where people are very excited. There's a strong infatuation. And then it wears away because emotions cannot be maintained forever. They're reactive, and eventually you settle in and you're comfortable with your partner, and then the emotions dim, and then what? Whereas if you just have the feelings and you're comfortable and you're bonded, but your partner doesn't excite you, again, something crucial will be missing, and it's not going to last. So what happens is you either drift apart, you have an affair, or you play the American game, you get a divorce. So one of the things that I do when a couple comes in is I have them look at their love, at their sense of attraction. Do I really have deep feelings for my partner? Am I in my gut every time I'm around them? Or is it totally heart-centered? Now, ideally, you have both, because the feelings can last for a lifetime, regardless of your thoughts and your emotions. But if you really feel connected to the person, you're going to want to be with them. But that doesn't mean you want to be in a relationship with them. Sometimes if you just have these really strong bonds, a friendship is better. And if both of you are just coming from the heart, that's the typical romantic way of doing things. Oh, passion, excitement, the world is singing. And then the colors start fading. And if you've been foolish enough to get married, you have a problem. If, on the other hand, you're just dating or you're living together and it fades, well, that's when you move out. So in a relationship, you really want to know. And it doesn't work just exploring with one person, Both people have to be together. Both people have to be open and willing to connect with their heart and with their gut and to see what's going on. And then, ideally, there's heart and gut, because the heart keeps the relationship passionate. And sometimes you've seen elderly couples been together for decades and they're still kissing and hugging. They love each other. That's because the heart is still alive. And regardless of the stresses they go through, because their relationship is founded in feelings and it's in the gut and it's strong, and of course this just grows over time, they could never even dream of not being with their lover. Unfortunately, most people don't have that. But for the ones who do, those are the storybook marriages. And for the ones who don't, well, you know the statistics on divorce. So what I like to do is help people to really discover themselves. And to go inside usually takes, 2-3 times. First time is primarily in education, because most people don't really know the difference between emotions and feelings. So first I have to educate them. Then I have to show them how to connect with feelings and with heart. And then they have to answer the hard question. Okay, are you in your heart, or in your gut, or are you both? Same thing for the partner, same question. And then you see whether it's a match or whether they're not matching and they're going in different ways. So I hope this has been informative, interesting. And if you like a little bit of couples counseling or marital counseling, if you're already married, feel free to contact me. My name is Barry Naroff. I'm a New York State licensed psychotherapist, professional spiritual intuitive, and you can reach me at barry@birthrighttherapy.com. That's BARRY at BIRTHRIGHTTHERAPY.com. And feel free to leave a comment if you like this video, or if you don't. And if you really enjoy it and you'd like to hear more, please do subscribe and ring that bell. Okay, thank you very much, and until the next time, bye.